Welcome back to talk number 2. Welcome back to the next section of the talk, where we talk a little bit about Betty's time in Australia. You moved to Perth, right, Betty?
Yeah, I did. Initially, I came to Australia and lived in Sydney for about 4 years. I went to high school there in Sydney, and I remember at that time my mom was in Vietnam, my dad was in Western Australia, and I was in Sydney, so the family was scattered everywhere. My mom had a second baby, and I was so happy for her that she's remarried, and I love my stepdad. He's so wonderful to me, and I'm really grateful to him that he's the reason why I'm also in Australia, and I'm really grateful for him. And I'm happy for my mom to find somebody so wonderful in her life now, and watching them, together was so cute. So yeah, at that time, I wanted to pursue the education in Sydney. So I decided to move there at the age of 14. I would also already learn how to be independent on my feet. I would work as I would do anything that I could, to earn the money and to be standing on my own feet. I remember I was working as a cleaner as well, Phoebe, and domestic airport, and I was working for a fast food chain at the time. You do whatever you can in order to sustain yourself. At that time was the most significant moment in my life. Taught me so much about dream and hard work. And so I remember, washing the table every single day. But there was this iconic moment just continue reminding me every single day, was watching that airplane departing, to the sky. All my life, I've never traveled anywhere but Australia. That's my first trip ever. So I wanted to travel around the world. And I remember I vowed to myself, because my tear came out as I washed the table. And I said to myself, one day I'm going to be on that plane and I'm going to travel everywhere around the world and I'll become successful. That came through 5 years later, a lot faster than I expected. But, moment like that, it really reminds you of who you are, where you came from. And, and I was so fortunate to have the education in Australia. But then later on, my mom moved to Perth because to be with my dad. And I said that, Mom, I will move back to Western Australia to be with the family and helping her, give her a helping hand. And that's why our family united, in Perth, and Perth become such a home and a place where I cherish many memories of my early start as an entrepreneur. And, I'm very grateful to Western Australia because I think we have the best education there. We have the best beach, and we have the best people are very friendly and lovely there. So, it's a different kind of pace compared to Sydney, where everything's in a rush and we're busy. Being in Western Australia, you feel calm. You feel that you can take things slower. You can, have a moment to reflect, and that was what I did. And it's a great place to be creative, honestly.